pop culture reference. Sorry.
What's up, guys? It looks like StreamYard's working. Think it's working. People were having issues all day. Let me know if there's any issue for you, but looks like it's okay on my end. And we're not live on Twitch today, just Kick and YouTube. So if anyone's wondering, I mean, I didn't really get that many people over on Twitch, but we're gonna test out just Kick and YouTube today. And don't mind the sun in my face. This is the time of day where it comes in. So I'll try and like lean over here. But how are you guys doing? Let's see. Schick right away with the 199 Megatron. Boop. Thank you, Schick. And also Shane with the €5 super sticker. Thank you so much. It was the Shibu waving, saying hi. Here, let's say hi to everyone. Thank you guys for being here, and I'm so glad that StreamYard is working. I was like, "Oh, great." I would have just had to do OBS, but, it would have been a pain. So, what's up, Eric, Rodimus Supreme, Bruce, Brandon, Black Dragon, Blair, Sean, Faithful Geek, Andrew Thomas, GRP, Smallville Man, Azur, Karen's here. What's up, Karen? Spider Unlimited, says Black Sabbath's Wicked World needs to be the intro. Yeah, if I want my stream to get clipped, but that would be kind of funny. If I could, I would have a full out like Wayne's World intro, but yeah, YouTube's funny about that stuff. What's up, Deranged Lunatic? Saw Hertz Donut. StreamYards thought it was the weekend already and started slacking. Yeah, Shane, I guess so. Uh, let's see, bot over on Kick. Derek, hello, JB Spooky Review. I'll be listening in the background. I'm working on something at the moment, but wanted to say hi. You look really nice. Oh, thanks, JB. Ooh, hope you're working on something fun. Uh, Wolfman Ryan, you walked 30 miles in 4 days in Nashville. Good for you, Saw. I hope you're having a great time there. Rachel Hill, Keith Howard. Stephen John says, now I feel self-conscious because I'm not wearing a hat. It's okay. You can we'll wait for you to go put a hat on, don't worry. What's up, Giselle? Trey's here. How are you, Trey? And Andrew with the 5. Thanks, Andrew. Happy Wicked Thursday to the most beautiful DJ with glasses. But I don't have my headphones on today. Andrew, does it work still? Thank you. All right. Oh, you know what? For that, I need somebody. If you guys know like a funny Megatron clip, send it to me, please. Because I keep forgetting to look one up. I found one though, and I'm like, let me just put it on just because. Um, I thought it was kind of funny. So here we go. I finally got a Megatron clip.
Be afraid, Starscream! These plants may be dangerous! Where is your courage, Megatron?
I thought it was funny because they laugh at him. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, here. Let me go over on Kick and nuke these bots or spammers, whatever they are. Get out of here with that. And goodbye. Got it. It's in paragraphs, and then I can't see other people's comments. All right, I got it. Schick says Jay will love that. Oh yeah, his favorite Starscream's on there. Okay, here we go. And again, just so everyone knows, I am not on Twitch today. We're gonna test out kicking YouTube. We'll see. Spider says wrapping my niece's birthday presents for the big bash tomorrow. Gonna listen for a few. Oh, nice. I hope you guys have a great time. I'm doing good, Trey. So I'll bring this up again at the end of the stream for some of you who may have missed the news. But I mean, if you follow side scrollers or me or Blabs or anybody that's going to be doing the event, you know that this. Hold on, let me find something to share. So there it is. This Saturday, the King of the Couch event's gonna be going on. I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Great idea. So the first, I think it's just you can I don't know if I'm wrong here. I'm pretty sure though it's just the pre-show is gonna be on all of our YouTube channels, and then the main event, which they're promoting, is like a pay-per-view wrestling, which I think is so funny. Um, that Yeah, it's gonna be over on Side Scrollers Plus, and it's gonna be a great time. All these people are great. I've only met Blabs and Garrett out of everybody here though, but I was on Side Scrollers on Tuesday with Lumpy. He was great. Eric is awesome as well. He's like, honestly, I know I'm supposed to be talking crap right now, but pretty sure that he's like the biggest contender right now. I mean, obviously next to Blabs. Come on. Just kidding, Blabs. Love you. Um, so it's gonna be a good time though. I don't know if they've released what games we're playing yet, so I'm not gonna say that just in case. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time, 8 p.m. Eastern. But the pre-show I think starts around like 6. I'm not positive though. So it'll be on my channel though. And just as another reminder, um, Saucy is gonna be at X-Ray's channel. She's doing like a special Saucy After Dark. So hold on to your butts for that one. It's gonna be on her channel. It's gonna be fun though. Yeah, because it's just the scheduling didn't work out. But Shix is so Side Scrollers Plus, it's locals. So they call it Side Scrollers Plus. So you join their locals, and that's when you can see the event. I'm actually gonna have a code. So my mods will be in my chat dropping like a code so that like if you want, I mean, you could join it like through their stuff, whatever. But like if you're watching the pre-show on my channel and you want to watch, you can join using my code and save money on it. I think. Pretty sure you save a little bit of money. That's what a code is for. I'm not sure the amount. So but yeah, that's I'll make sure my mods have the links and everything. I see Hokies in here. Hi Hokies. Hokies and Mongoose. I'm pretty sure will hold it down for me. So yeah, that's what we got going on. I'm very excited. And I hope you guys love it. I think this is a great idea. It's, we're all going to be on a couch. It's like the whole thing is, when you used to play on couches with your friends, which I miss that. I used to do it every week. I had friends for years. We did it every week. Smash Bros was like a big one that we used to play. And I miss those guys. That friend group. We used to have so much fun. Then, adulthood and people get busy. So I'm glad that they came up with this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So look out for that. Uh, no problem, chick. So that's what I got going on this week. I have a pretty busy weekend, but I'm excited for it. So she's gonna get demonetized. I don't know. I think she'll be okay. I mean, she built the shelf on her channel, and she's still here. So I'm just kidding. I think they'll be okay, but I think she did mention that they might get just a tad bit extra saucy because I'm not there to reel them in. So I would say Mongoose, Hokies, you guys are in charge of that, but I think you guys will just egg them on. So you know what? Chat, you got to watch them. Someone's got to watch them. uh all right, let's see. Let's see. Trace's Ballerina was all right, 6.5 out of 10. That's fair. I mean, I liked it. I would give it a 7 or an 8 out of 10, but that's coming from like a girl's point of view where it was refreshing for me to see them actually do a women character properly, and it was just John Wick universe, so I don't expect much, and not in a bad way. I just want good fight scenes and, the John Wick stuff, which is what we got. I think the story, they kind of just like rushed through it pretty fast, kind of like they didn't really sorry, Blabs is texting me. Uh They didn't dive too much into it, but it was okay. I think I would yeah, of course you did, Trey. You sound like Disparu. Um, speaking of, Disparu will end up topless. Gosh, so what's gonna happen is uh it's gonna get uploaded to my channel. So if you do miss Saucy, over on X-Ray's channel, but I'm gonna make sure you guys know, like I'm gonna put it in the community tabs. We're gonna be tweeting it out and everything. But I am gonna re-upload it and it'll be on the Saucy podcast playlist on my channel too. So all the Saucies will still be over here. Shout out to them for holding it down for me. Because normally if I'm not here, they can do it on my channel, but I have to stream. Well, I'm streaming the pre-show for the side scrollers King of the Couch. So yeah, I'm glad we figured that out and they, are doing this for me. I am gonna watch Mobland Trey. I actually am gonna be I actually have quite a few traveling days happening this month. Gonna be going to see family and stuff as well. So I'm downloading Mobland and I'm probably just gonna watch that on all my flights. So I'm excited. I saved it specifically for that. Uh is that Buffy figure in the corner? Was that always there? No, shout out to Wiley. I have 2 now. There's a couple. I have them like around my house. But I thought she would look really cool there. I like the black dress Buffy. The other one's in another room. I also have Angel, Spike, and Faith, and they're the sideshow figures. Love it. So nope, she wasn't always there. I just put her there the other day. Okay, let me see what I missed. What's up, Christian Rocker? Hold on. He says, "Wicked, Christian Rocker. Thank you for the 199." Deranged Lunatic says, "Have you seen the Transformers Redux?" No, I have not. Are you in my Discord or can you tag me in it on Twitter maybe? I would appreciate that. Speaking of Transformers, oh my god, I'm not a plushie person really, but like he's cute. He can stay. Megatron and the Xenomorph, they're my favorite plushies probably. Don't tell J or X-Ray though, because I have plushies of them both. All right. I want to see something. I had it on my wish list. I'm pretty sure the third one is out now. The third comic. Yeah, it is. It doesn't say pre-order. Hold on, let me blow it up, and then we'll get into the topics. I promise. Ooh, this cover looks good. Okay. This will most likely be my next like fast read through, like because I have a lot of the omnibus and just like really thick graphic novels that take me some time to finish. But the first one of this, I went through it real fast, volume 1. Same with volume 2, read them all in one sitting. This is out now, so I have to order this. I didn't grow up a Transformers fan. I actually got these comics because Jay recommended them. He said they were so good and I like the comics a lot, and it's making me actually want to get into the Transformers stuff a bit more. So, you want a funny story talking about Transformers? So, it was like 95 degrees when I went to Universal to get this guy. Right, it was hot. It's Florida and it's summer. But when I got him, I was, like, trying to rush because I was getting ready to leave. I just ran in to get him real quick, and Bumblebee and Optimus Prime were out, and I was like I had him in a bag, and I'm like I was gonna walk by, like, slowly with him and record and see if they did anything, but there was actually a decent amount of kids in line to just, like, take pictures with them, so I'm like, "I won't do that." But if I ever happen to have, like, I don't know, some kind of Megatron thing, I'm gonna do that because I thought that would be kinda funny, but I didn't wanna ruin the time for the kids. They were excited to see them. But I don't even know if they would've done anything. Maybe. I know it's Megatron, I think, that when he comes out and talks a bunch of crap. Um, so I don't know. Am I a Resident Evil fan? I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. If you didn't know, Leon Kennedy, that's my dude. I love Leon Kennedy. Uh, so yeah, but I like the other movies, yeah. The last one that came out, the Death Island one, I think that the animated movies, I like them. But I have played on stream, which I should probably do it again so that it's like, saved on YouTube because this was before I actually streamed on YouTube. I did Resident Evil 2. I recently played 3, and I've done 4. So I started 7. I think I'm gonna play 5 just because I want to finish all the games. And 1, I'm gonna play it like on my own time because I don't that didn't work for me on streaming because I feel like people got like very frustrated and I'm like the puzzles, I'm trying to figure it out. So for me, Resident Evil 1, well, I enjoyed it. Um I think I'm gonna play that one like off stream just so that I can finish it and, actually play it. But I'm very excited for the next Resident Evil coming out. Resident Evil 9 looks good. I'm absolutely getting it. So I need to hurry up and finish um 7 because I did start 7. Was it 6 that people said was not good? Like 5 was like okay, but was it 6 that people really didn't like, or was it 5? I don't know. I gotta play both of them though, and then 7 and 8. I know the stories for 7 and 8 because I watched people playing it and I had friends that played it, so I know the entire story. I would say 8 was probably the most lacking one for me that I know the entire story of. Um, but I do think yeah, see, it was 6. People were saying it was 6. Wait, no, Christian Rocker liked 6. 7 brought back I liked 7 more. That one scares me. That one actually gets me. I liked 7 more than 8, the story. But my favorite is 2. I really liked Resident Evil 2. I could do another playthrough, I guess, with Claire, but I mean, that'd be hard. I like playing as Leon. I mean, 4, him suplexing old ladies was pretty freaking funny. That definitely wasn't old school, like the regular formula that they use for Resident Evil, but I still thought it was fun. Uh, but yes, I am a fan. I plan on finishing. I should probably play 5, skip 6, which I think I actually do have 6 because there was a big Steam sale where I got all the games that I didn't have because I already had 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I got 5, 6, 7, and 8 for like $25. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get them all. I heard 5 is a fun co-op. I would like to do that, but I don't know if any of my other streamer friends can actually do the scheduling with me. When I start certain games, I want to be able to finish them. So I might do 5 by myself just to get it done. And no, I've heard Code Veronica is pretty good. I should probably get that one, huh? What's up, Iris? Steve and John, don't trigger me with that again. My goodness. One of the funniest things to come out of 4 though, with that whole Ashley Leon help, was the mods. Have you guys seen the mods? There's a like a someone sent me one. I think it was Lethal because it would just make sense. Uh, it's like a buff Leon with no shirt on, and then fat Ashley like climbing out of the window for him to catch her, and she just pancakes him. Leon dies, and then she's like, "Leon." Oh, modders are so funny. Trey didn't like Mother Miranda, and Lady D was she should have been the main villain. They really hyped it up like that. Kinda surprised they didn't. Which one had the that was 8, right? Yeah, thanks for that, Trey. Remember to shoot the water 4 times. That scared the daylights out of me. Now that was a good one, Trey. That was a good one. Ugh, she was. I mean, even dudes were cosplaying as Lady Demetress, so she was definitely a favorite. All right. We have gone off topic for almost 20 minutes now. It's totally fine. Let's see. Oh, what am I? Why does it still say I'm sharing? And I also may have slammed down a cup of coffee before the stream. So if I am really hyper, that's why. I have a bunch to do today before this weekend comes. So after the stream, I'm gonna be a busy girl. But anyways, let me zoom in on this. It's so all right. So does anybody here? Well, I mean, I know someone does, but how familiar are you guys with the actual lore behind the Backrooms? Um, you figured me out, sweet potato. What's up, Eduardo? So, the Backrooms film has been greenlit at A24. Based on the viral YouTube horror universe, Kane Parsons becomes the youngest director in A24 history at 19 years old. You never heard of the Backrooms, Trey? Really? Oh my gosh, you guys have well, you've at least heard of the game, right? I actually haven't played the game. What's up, Mystic Girl? And also over on Kick, Buster Voodoo, hello. I think I was too busy getting rid of the spammers over there, and I forgot to say hi to you guys over there. Hello, Jared. Hello. I don't believe I'm familiar with this. Okay, so I'll give you guys a bit of context. You have probably seen the games floating around, like people like Markiplier, all the bigger gamers, and also I'm pretty sure X-Ray and Kara and them have played it for like their Sunday streams. I would like to play this. I'm gonna see if I can get Capable Gent to play this. I think he might. I know I bought it when it was on sale. He may have as well. But anyways, so stay tuned. Possibly a Backrooms stream coming up. What started it? was, let's see. Yeah, this is him, Kane Parsons, only 19 years old, right? That's insane. So he made this, and if you look at them and you see like the age of this kid and what he accomplished is really impressive. I like stuff like that where, it's I'm trying to explain the back room. So I would look them up if you're into like horror that's like it's definitely more on suspense side. I guess we'll go with that. And you can look it up. It's all free on YouTube. You can go on Kane Parsons' YouTube channel. Um so he filmed all this himself and like edited it himself and everything. And it's just like you fall into like a back room, right? Like you go through like a house or something, right? Just using that as an example, and you end up in this room. It's kind of like creepypasta in a way, Soul Assassin, yeah. And you don't know how to get out. And then you're chased by like an unknown entity, and some of them they show like the creepy monsters, and it's just like endless back rooms is basically what it is. Um the game, I would like to play it. I've watched the videos on it and it's impressive. He's only 19. Uh Let's see. JB says their post originally said youngest director ever until they got called out by people that actually know what they're talking about. 19 isn't even close to the youngest director ever. No, it's not, but it's in their studio's history. I think that's what they meant, like in A24. But no, because I mean, how old was Spielberg for ET? 16. So yeah, definitely not. Uh but yeah, I think that's what they meant. Uh but yeah, so if you're interested in that type of horror, I would check out just go to his YouTube channel. Here, actually, I'll just copy his name. Go to YouTube, and uh he's got like, yeah, it's all Backrooms. Kane Pixels, that's right. That's what his channel is. And a lot of them are old. Like you go back, let's see, how not a lot of them, but like his first video, like where's the first Backrooms video? 3 years ago? The back rooms, like, it was found footage, that's how he recorded it, so that's what got people's interest. 66 million views. I can probably play, like, a tiny bit of this. I don't know how like, it's just this is basically there's no sound, don't worry, I'm just if you're wondering. So this is what it is, and this was 3 years ago, so he was 16 when he recorded and edited this to look like some found footage. So I thought it was impressive. I still think it's impressive. Uh, and it's just just to give you guys, like, a little and when he first posted it, like, it was they were looking at it like some kinda, like, Blair Witch stuff, right? Like, "What is this? Is this real?" Or, you know? So, that boy needs a haircut, everyone's talking about his hair. Um, so, yeah, he's the youngest director, I guess, in the studio's history. A24 has greenlit the science fiction horror film The Backrooms from filmmaker Kane Parsons at 19 years old. Parson is the youngest director in A24 history. This guy, whose name I cannot say, and Rennet can't say his name either, will lead the cast. Though the plot is being kept under wraps, The Backrooms is based on the world of Parsons' viral YouTube horror universe. His anthology series debuted in 2022, so that yeah, 3 years ago, and has amassed over 190 million views to date. Production on the film is expected to start this summer. Karen's like, you know what? Leave him alone. I like his hair. Central Scrutinizer as well. So Sharon Entertainment, part of the North Road Company, will finance alongside A24. Producers include Atomic Monster. I swear they're in on like everything, man. They're grabbing all of these games and YouTube things lately, it seems. Um, Sharon Entertainment and 21 Laps Entertainment, Sean Levy, Dan Cohen, and Dan Levine are producing for 21 Laps Entertainment and Chris Ferguson for Oddfellows Pictures, James Wan and Michael Clear are producing for Wan's Atomic Monster with Judson. I don't know these people. Some of them sound familiar. With Judson Scott executive producing and Alana. Okay, these are just a bunch of names. Can I get more on the story? No. All right. Well, that's enough. I wanted more on the story, but I guess they're keeping it under wraps. I mean, the way the videos go and the game is the possibilities are kind of endless. They can really do anything with it. So, I don't know, I'm rooting for him. A young man who did something very creative. I'm all for that, especially the younger generation. Like, it seems like everything is just, you know, Hollywood, it's no secret that they're creatively bankrupt. So, seeing young people like this gives me hope that, they're still using their brains, you know what I mean? And making stuff that they're interested in. So, I'm gonna keep an eye on this. I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully, I hope it's good. I'll definitely go to theaters to see it because I've watched his backroom stuff and it is very creepy and it's just it's insane to me that a 16-year-old made that. Like I good for him. That's it. Good for him. Hold on. Pokies just said something. Shitwell was the operative oh, really? In the Firefly movie Serenity. But okay. Well, I know who that is then. It's been so long. I've only watched Serenity once. I gotta watch it again. Man. So Firefly is one of those shows where it's like you wish you got more of it, but maybe it's for the best that we didn't because they could have ruined it. Probably not, but we'll just look at it that way. Uh If they do it right and stay true to the source material and creators' intent, this could be a game changer that results in a renaissance of 1980s movies. You're right, Azur. You're absolutely right. I hope they stick with his vision and let him stay in creative control for the most part because this is his baby. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm going to keep an eye on it. I want it to do well. Spider's been a member for 1 month. Thank you. For found footage, do you like or have seen Hell House LLC? People rag on it. I was entertained and thought it was decent. Huh. I don't think so. Doesn't sound like something I've seen. No, I have not seen that. I'll add it to the list. I have a few friends that were into the found footage stuff. So I'm gonna keep this tab up and check that out. I was actually this is a creator that I really like online as well. And she did like a found footage movie called House of Eden. I don't know if you guys know Call Me Chris and Selena Spooky Boo. I don't really watch Selena stuff that much. I know who she is, and I know she had a couple viral, like really funny, like shorts and stuff and reels that came out. But I like Chris. Call Me Chris. So they made a movie and this was last year that they only picked about 4 different locations to air it, and one of them was in Buffalo. And I was like, "Oh," I tried to make it home to my hometown for that one, and I couldn't. I even bought a ticket because I was like, "I'm gonna go. I gotta go." And I'm so upset. I feel good that I was able to support it, right? I bought a ticket, so that in my small way was supporting her, like, independent, movie. I wanna see it, though. That actually just reminded me. I wonder if I can find it somewhere now. 'Cause this was last year. So, I'm just gonna pull that up real quick. Where can I watch it? I don't see where to watch it. Um, House of Eden, where to watch? I mean, it's gotta release at some point. I know that that was, like, a special thing that they did last year. You can watch it on Shudder? Wait, Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, and Amazon Video? Okay, it's not available yet to stream. The release is scheduled for July 25th, 2025. Okay, that's why. I'm like, "I what?" 'Cause I was kind of following it. Um, so it's found footage. It's a found footage horror film. So I'll let you guys know how it is once I see it. Should have saw it last year, but it's okay. Things happen. I hope it's good. What's up, Twisted Reality? Jerry, hello. If I missed anyone, sorry. You guys know how I get when I go off. Blue Eyed Scorpio, hello. Your 1980s movie, I need a better director. I like that. That's funny. All right. Uh, so yeah, I have that Well, yeah, so if you're into like found footage stuff like that, check YouTube because there's quite a bit um that I've stumbled upon over there of people just creating their own found footage stuff over there. That's not too bad. Never heard of it, but I'll check it out. Yeah, I agree with that. Found footage films are usually a hit or miss. What's up, Jacob? And to answer your question, Hokies earlier, yeah, I'm just doing Kick and YouTube today. We're gonna test that out. I want to see how that works because I don't know. There's a lot going on with Twitch, so I'm kind of like, oh, Cloverfield was great, Trey. I was actually just gonna talk about that. I went, um, I've only been to New York City once, and I went and I sat in a couple different spots, from scenes in Cloverfield, like under the one bridge where like they just like take a break and like leaning against it, and yeah, I took a couple silly pictures with friends because you were like, "This is where this spot was." Okay, all right, let's go back here. Whoops, I'm gonna mess up my tabs. On to the next topic. You Me in the Movies, what's up? Best found footage film of all time is Troll Hunter. I don't think I've seen that one. Hold on. Now we gotta look it up before we go on to the next topic. Um, here, let's do Google search. Whoa, that looks terrible. Oh, it's on Prime. Oh, well, and it's a foreign movie too. Okay, interesting. Star Wars, Marvel purists. Nope, we did not cover MK2 yet. We will. We're getting there. I did Soul Assassin. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit. Okay, where am I? Hold on. I swear I'm organized. It's Norwegian. You gotta watch it with subs. Well, if it's good, then that's okay. I don't mind watching subs for good movies. Okay, where are we? Looking up something. Where is it? By the way, one of my contenders over here, which I gave Eric a good shout out. Did I not, chat? I was like, he's the one to beat. This Saturday, going down. King of the Couch. Almost forgot. I gotta like talk smack a little bit. You better look out, Eric. I'm too nice. The boys are all like wrestling, and me and Blab is just like, yeah, let's go. We're awful. Uh Jerry says, hold on. Never been to New York City, but been to Buffalo and Niagara Falls. Oh, same, Jerry. Been to Buffalo and Niagara Falls quite a bit. Yeah, New York City. Uh, I'm glad I went when I did. It wasn't great by any means, right? Because New York City has been bad for a while. I did not go out after dark. I was too scared. Me and my friends were like, okay, we're getting our food, we're doing what we gotta do, and we are not gonna be out at night. We did go to a concert, but we were in Ubers and then just like dropped off right where we needed to be. Like there was no, I'm like, I'm not getting mugged today. Oh, King of the Couch right here. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Hold on, what do I got here? Hold on. I got something for that. Hold on.
Boo this man!
Yeah, boo. Oh, Trey, I hope you're being safe though. Trey's over in Cali, so please be safe. You used to live there, Spider? Chad's booing. Oh. No, it's gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. We're gonna have so much fun with this. I can't wait. And I will say, I'm talking a little smack right now, but as I even said earlier, that Eric is the one that's probably gonna annihilate every single one of us. But as long as I don't come in last, like I'll be okay. We'll see though. These games are not gonna talk about them yet because I don't know if they told people what we're playing yet. They're different for me, anyways. That's for sure. Okay, so here we go. MK2. See, almost 40 minutes in, and we've already got 2 topics. I'm on a roll today. So, I am a big Mortal Kombat fan. I like fighter games. So, I would say Street Fighter might be a little I like that a little more because it's nostalgic for me. The first game I ever played was Street Fighter for Super Nintendo. My brother had it, and that's the first game I ever picked up. I know, Sean. I know, Sean. I'll amp it up. I'm saving it for the main event. Just you guys wait. So the first trailer for Mortal Kombat 2 will release in July. I here, let's go over to an article. Streets of Rage. Yeah. So, yeah, the writer says that fans reacted to test screenings the way I reacted to Avengers Endgame. I don't know about that. I mean, I want this movie to do well. I like Mortal Kombat, so I'll be happy, if it's a good movie, if it's a fun, just even if it's campy, like the first one, uh, I'm here for it. So, screenwriter and producer Jeremy Slater has talked up Mortal Kombat 2, describing it as so much funnier and bigger than the first movie. In an interview with comicbook.com, Slater discussed squeezing a cast of 20 familiar fighters into Mortal Kombat, which is due out October 24th, 2025, and stars Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. What do you guys think about that? I like Carl Urban, so I like the casting. I think it was a good choice. Trey's like, I'll probably hate this one. Yeah, we'll see. According to the creator, it's a cinematic masterpiece. Uh, it's very easy for these things to become 3 to 4 hour sprawling epics. So you always have to be judicious in cutting things down. And I lost my place. Sorry. And what's the emotional story we are telling, and what is the story the audience cares about? Slater explained. Then making sure you get those moments that matter, the fights, the fatalities, the surprises, the deaths, that they land and they are as satisfying as everyone wants them to be. I think we nailed it. They had the best stunt team in the business working on this thing. The actors are phenomenal. It's so much fun and bigger than the first movie. I don't know if it'll be I don't know if it'll be I don't know because people I think the first one gets a lot of crap, but there's definitely some nostalgia there for that one. And people, I don't know. I know a lot of people that liked that one a lot. But I don't know. Slater then talked about attending test screenings, which he said were full of Mortal Kombat fans reacting to the movie the way I reacted to Avengers Endgame. I am so excited for people to see the movie, he said. It's been done for a while. Well, I should hope so if it's coming out this year. We've been waiting for the right release date, and we're waiting for the right window. I have been to those test screenings, which are full of Mortal Kombat fans, and watching them react to the okay, you're just repeating it. Did AI write this? They were cheering and jumping out of their seats. Every joke is landing, and they are loving it. It's one of the greatest moments of my life. That's why you get into this business. So, tread sequel. I still consider the best video game adaptation by default. How old is Carl Urban? I don't know. Let's see. Let's take a look. Carl Urban. Whoops. I can spell. He is 53. Hmm. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Oh, you know what, Trey? I agree with that. Carl Urban should have been Kano. That would have been I think that would have been a great role for him because isn't Kano well, Kano's Australian, right? You think it should have been Ryan Reynolds? What is Johnny Cage? I could see that. But given the current climate for Mr. Reynolds, maybe it's a good idea that they didn't. What's up, Jonathan Stevie? At least Carl Urban will try to do the role justice. Yeah. I wonder if he's gonna just have his regular accent or if he's gonna try and do an American accent. The last Mortal Kombat movie was Annihilation Levels of bad. When was the last one? I don't think I've seen it. So I've seen the last Mortal Kombat movies I watched were the animated ones that are on Max, which I actually enjoyed. They had the Scorpion one and the Sub-Zero one, which if someone in the chat remembers the titles, I actually liked those, but those were animated. What's up, Ben? Kano was the best thing in the film. A 2021 one? Didn't like the character of Cole in the previous movie. He's done an American accent before, so hopefully he does for this movie. Yeah. Oh, and there was another one. Hold on a second. Let me look it up here. Hold on. I gotta find the list now because I enjoyed. There was like a very yeah, Scorpion's Revenge Venom, but you're right, that was one of them. But there was one that I just recently watched that was a Johnny Cage one, and it was animated. And it was like 80s, very 80s style, and I loved it. And it's on Max. Let me see. Cage Match. Yeah, here it is. And it's on HBO Max if anyone's interested. I liked the animation. I liked the animation in this one. This one focused on Johnny Cage, and he was an action star and martial artist who was trying to make his big break in his next movie, Ninja Mime. Let's see. The film is part of the Mortal Kombat Legends series and serves as an origin story for Johnny Cage, highlighting his attempt to save his co-star Jennifer Grey while fighting a secret society that plots the destruction of Earthrealm. I'll leave it at that. I don't want to like ruin it for anyone that may not have seen it. I liked it. Is that the animated here? Let me show you guys some images. This was the vibe. I liked it. And the story was pretty solid. I think I may have liked the Scorpion one. Scorpion's Revenge, I think, was my favorite out of the recent animations that came out from Mortal Kombat. My tabs here. So here, I'm gonna pull up the images. Did I watch the live action Mortal Kombat TV series? I did not. That's the one you saw, Trey? Yeah, if you have HBO Max, just look up the Mortal Kombat stuff on there. They have a few. Are the animated movies canon to the games? I think so, Trash Talk. What's up, Devastasia? I think they are canon. They're just, like that one was an origin story for Johnny Cage. But they probably take a bit of creative liberties, but not to where it makes it like garbage, not in my opinion anyways. Okay, let's look at the images. I don't recognize. I mean, it looks okay. Katana's outfit, she's my favorite. So I didn't like her outfit in the newest game. I still haven't played that. I have it. I may play it on stream. If you guys want to see that, let me know. Her oh, she's in this. Wonderful. Can't even remember her. Gabrielle, right? Something Tati Gabrielle. That's her name. Oh, here we go. It says their names right there. Okay, so this is Adeline Rudolph as Katana. Tati Gabrielle is Jade. Oh, why would they make her Jade? Well, let's see how it goes over. Damon Herman as Quan Chi. Martin Ford as Shao Kahn. That looks kind of cool. Yeah, I'm not happy. I didn't know that. I have Trey's like, what? I don't that's the first one where I'm like, Desmond Cham as Jared. Anna I can never say their names. As Sindel. I mean, I'm not like bothered in the game. A lot of these characters are white, but it doesn't bother me that they're making some of them Asian because it just makes sense, especially if these actresses can actually, you know, do the moves. So, what's up, Donna? But it's still like catching me off guard because I'm used to the original faces that we've seen in the games. So, CJ Bloomfield as Baraka. That looks CGI, huh? It would have been much cooler if they would have I think that's CGI. If they would have like did the makeup. I mean, I'm sure it's a little bit of makeup, but it seems at least like over here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just a picture. But doing the makeup would look cool. Like I think of like the vampires from Angel and Buffy, like when they vamped out, it always looked so cool with the makeup on. Returning characters, Oh, that's right. I did watch this. I did watch the last one. I wasn't impressed. Louis Tan as Cole Young. That just like sparked the whole like memory of it. Hiraku Sanda as Scorpion. I know I'm saying their name wrong. I'm sorry. Jessica McName as Sonya Blade. Okay, that looks like Sonya. JB says Cole ruined the movie. Yeah. Now I'm remembering. Makad Brooks as Jax. Good Jax. Ludi Lin as Liu Kang. Good Liu Kang. I agree with that one. I'm thrown off by the Jade casting though. Like I just she was like and I know guy she was one of like the guy's favorite, I feel like. Josh Lawson as Kano. He was all right, but Carl Urban would have been great as Kano. Terrible Liu Kang too baby faced. Well, he'll probably be I don't know, maybe he'll be aged up a bit more in this one. Could have been worse though. They could have I don't know. They could have casted a whole different ethnicity for Liu Kang. Raiden had Tanabu. I'm horrible at names. I'm so sorry. As Raiden. Chin Han is Sang Chu. I said that wrong. Shang Tsung. And Joe Taslim as Noob Sabat. Why has it got a question mark? Oh, do they not know? So he's back from Mortal Kombat 2, but with oh, that's right, because he was Sub-Zero. Vanquished by Scorpion in the first movie. What role will Taslim play now? Fans speculate that Sub-Zero will be, in accordance with the game arc, resurrected as Noob Sabat and an undead wrath from the Netherrealm, revealed to be Bai Han, aka Sub-Zero. Maybe. I don't know, I'm not Yeah, I don't like that because Liu Kang's supposed to be the one. I remember that. That's the movie wasn't good, so it didn't like stick with me. So it's Undead Wrath from the Netherrealm. Shang Tsung. I know. What I don't even know what I said. There's too many names right now. Okay, I'm getting confused. Uh, who is this person? Max Hung as Dark Kung Lao. Okay, well that's it. That's 19 of 19. Johnny Cage should have been the main character. Yeah, I mean, it would make sense. Hmm. Well, I don't know if I'm excited for it. I'm not anything. I'm not excited. I'm not mad about it. Trey. Think they'll get rid of that champion mark that each fighter had to have to compete. Maybe. Trey, you got me. I don't know what it means. Shane. Come on. Yeah, so I'm not it's not like it's kind of like underwhelming, you know? I'm not jumping in my seat over it, but we'll see. Metal Combat, yeah. Yeah, I'll wait, as well. I'll wait until, I can stream it. Spider Unlimited for 2 says, "Use this towards your Asian pronunciation lessons." Thank you. It will go to a good cause. Absolutely. Thank you, Spider. Oh, me too, Trey. I'm so looking forward to Nobody 2. When I went to go see, Ballerina, I saw I think it was another trailer, or maybe I just missed this trailer for Nobody 2. I I loved the first one. I feel like it was so underrated. I know people really liked that seen it, but I just feel like there wasn't enough talk about it. It was such a fun, just action movie. Yeah, exactly, Sean. Not underwhelmed, not overwhelmed, just whelmed. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see. Thank you, Miko. Thank you for the engagement. It really helps me. Michael B. Jordan, what does he got going on here? Michael B. Jordan wants to make a live action anime adaptation. I feel like did he say something about it? Ah, he does right here. You know what? Here, let me reshare this and share the sound. I don't know. So I like Michael B. Jordan, so I can't really say anything on his like directorial skills or writing. But this is what where's my headphones?
Man, one day definitely gonna, hopefully get to the stage and do Broadway. It's an actor's dream to kind of get up on stage and be in that theater. For me, next, I'm doing Thomas Crown. I'm directing my next movie, Thomas Crown Affair. That's a movie I've been trying to make, or I've been wanting to make for the past like 13 years or so. So this is a big one for me. Producing more, directing more. Maybe find an anime. Maybe do a live action version of that anime. I love animation and anime. So just trying to maybe something around that space, kind of cleanse the palate. New season of Fire Force just dropped, so I've been watching those. This other one, Fate Stay Night, is another anime that I've been. The animation is incredible. It's really phenomenal, and the action is pretty dope too.
Mm. All right. Well, I don't know, because the thing is, live action anime, it doesn't. What's up, Biggles? We talked about anime and we summoned Biggles. I've never seen either of those that he was talking about. Oh my gosh, Dragon Ball Evolution. So anime, it's really hard out of all animation. It's so hard to bring that to life in live action and do it like properly because it's so like the exaggerations and everything on it, right? Especially certain animes like Dragon Ball. Um, it would depend. Like, you know, some animes that have done live action, like if it's just like a slice of life anime, sure. But I don't know. Something tells me that if he does an anime, it's not gonna be something like that. It's gonna be something like over the top. And I'm not sure that I think he should just stick to what he's doing. I did like the Creed movies. The first one was the best one. But I overall like I didn't mind them at all. Like 2 and 3 were okay. 1 was definitely the best one. It was that to me was a good addition to the Rocky family, but I don't know. I think Michael B. Jordan should stick to what he's doing, like with these actions and stuff. I don't know, man. Just because anime, yeah, 1 and 2, 3 was, but I didn't hate it, but it definitely was last on the list for me out of any Rocky thing. The I liked the One Piece live action, which is funny because that is definitely like an out there anime. Um, but they did that properly. But they're gonna beat One Piece to death. You know that they're working on like a revival of that, and they're not even done with the original anime. I read something about that, and I was like, "What? Like it's what?" So I don't know what they're doing. They need to. They're gonna beat it to death. But I did also enjoy the One Piece live action. I've never finished the animation, like, I mean, there's so many episodes, but I did really get into it, and there's a site that you can go on, I can't remember what it is, someone in the chat might know. Um, yeah, like, well, there's a site you can go on to, it removes all the filler. Like, it tells you which episodes to go by, and I did do that for a little bit too, because I was really like when the live action dropped, I was like, "Oh, I want some more One Piece." So I started watching the animation and I had a good time with it. I liked it. That's not a bad idea though. There's a lot of filler. I mean, animes are known for that. Even Dragon Ball Z and stuff like the Cell games. Holy moly! But yeah, there's a site for that. But oh, is that what the new one is? You're saying, Biggles? Like they're not reviving it. They're just taking out all the filler and then just putting it back out. Basically, like Dragon Ball Z Kai. Oh, okay. The Avatar live action. Oh, yeah, wasn't very good. But since we're talking about Michael B. Jordan, I still haven't seen this. It's I would say mostly, besides a couple people, they really enjoyed the Sinners movie. I'm gonna eventually watch it. I don't know if I want to rent it or if I just want to wait until I can watch it on like a streaming service for free. I do want to see it though. I want to make my own, have my own thoughts on it. I think I'll probably like it. But once I do finally see it, I'll let you guys know. You did watch it, Trey? You didn't care for it? Oh gosh, Cowboy Bebop live action. Like, what were they even like? I didn't watch it. I watched the trailer for it, and that's it. I was like, no, 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 no. That was not the way to go with that. Okay, let's do. You guys want a cute little palette cleanse? Everyone but Disparu but Disparu even said, he's like he thinks that it was like an American thing. Nosferatu was better. I still need to see that, Trey. Heard good things about that one as well. All right, palette cleanser. There's a Kirby ketchup coming. Heinz Japan is releasing limited edition Kirby ketchup bottles. How much do you guys think these are going to sell for on eBay? Like, people are going to go nuts over that. They should have made it pink. I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. We had not a whole stream, but we talked about this back in the 90s where they had the green and the purple ketchups. Yeah. If she can Gnomesky because it's in Japan, so I don't know if she's gonna want to spend hundreds of bucks of it on eBay, but hey, not my place to judge. You like what you like. At least 50 a bottle. They will sell very well. Yeah, you want things that I don't even like think about, right? That we can get. It depends, where I was kidding, Aaron. And listen, the purple ketchup was not good. I remember begging my mom to get it for me, and she's like, "You're not gonna eat it." I'm like, "I'm gonna eat it." And it's when you see it, like, and you dip your French fries in it, and you see the purple, it's just like it does something to your brain where you're like, "This is not ketchup. What am I eating right now with my French fries?" And it tasted a little funky as well. Like, it didn't taste like ketchup, but I did end up eating most of it because my mom was like, "You made me buy you that. You're eating it." So pink ketchup, no, it's wrong. So, all right, here's all the details. I just thought this was funny. I mean, even if it was available here, I wouldn't buy it because I'm not going to spend extra money on like a ketchup bottle that's just got Kirby on it. Sorry, but people will buy it, and if scalpers get their hands on this, which I'm guessing they will, they're going to be on eBay for a lot of money. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's just like empty bottles too, like if people use the ketchup and then sell it, but people would buy it. They would. So Kirby gets limited time ketchup sauce collab with Heinz. Kirby is set to be featured on upside down ketchup bottles as part of a collaboration with food company Heinz. Amid the Nintendo Switch 2 hype, food processing company Heinz has just announced that it will be collaborating with HAL Laboratory to release special Kirby tomato ketchup bottles. Though this isn't the first time Kirby has been featured in a ketchup bottle thanks to a collab with Heinz, I guess back in November 2024, Heinz partnered with Kirby to launch a pouch-like design for the ketchup, with the company mentioning that Maxim tomatoes, an item that can fully restore health in the game's franchise, was the inspiration behind it. What's up, Americas? No, I'm sorry, Trey. Are you okay? Are you gonna get the Kirby ketchup or not, Americas? Back in November, I already got that. Okay. So when is it going to come out? The new tomato ketchup bottles will hit the shelves in Japan sometime in June 2025, and they'll only be available in limited quantities. Compared to the first run, this new collab has 3 designs displayed on the bottles, including 1 additional character. What is this? Here we go. So, I mean, like, it's cute, but no, I have to defy against this brew when it's Wicked's World. No highlighting. It's cute, but I'm not. I mean, it's in Japan. I wouldn't buy it. That's a good idea. That's cute. Kirby bubblegum or Kirby marshmallows. It makes a bit more sense, but I guess their logic was the tomato heals or whatever. But there you go, a little weird little palate cleanse after talking about stuff that may not be so great. But since we're on Nintendo topics here, the Switch 2 has sold over 3.5 million units in its first 4 days. Not surprised. It's the fastest selling Nintendo hardware ever globally. I'm surprised. I wonder, I have to look let's see. I want to see how many units. The original. Oops, I definitely spelled that wrong. Okay, so the Nintendo Switch, the original one, the first one, sold over 2.7 million units worldwide in its first month after launch. So oh yeah, 3.5 million. I'm kind of surprised because I feel like when the Switch came out, I thought there was a bit more hype. Did anybody here get a Switch 2? And like what are your thoughts on it so far? I didn't want it to fail. Like I don't get the hate that people get for getting the Switch 2. Like I'm a big Nintendo fan. If you know, if I had like the extra money, I was just like I would just do it. But I just don't want to spend that money right now. I do really want to play the new Donkey Kong game, so I'll get it at some point, but I don't always play games when they first launch anyways, and I haven't touched my Switch since January. So, I mean, granted, I do have to get the charger port fixed, but that was a recent development. So, still, even without that, it had been months. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, because I mostly play on my PC. But if for me, consoles like Nintendo, the Nintendo 64 was my favorite console, first one I ever had. So if I'm gonna have a console, it's gonna be a Nintendo one because you can't really get those games on PC, right? But uh, let's see. I got a new graphics card today. Oh, nice, Americus. How is my PC not melting down from all those tabs open? Because my PC's a beast. That's why. I like the big monkey. I do. I love Donkey Kong. I just got, you know what? Here, since we're talking about it, I gotta go grab it off of the shelf. So I'll let you guys see your favorite be right back screen. I'm only gonna be gone for like 10 seconds. Don't leave. I'll know. I'm back. See, it was like 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Okay. So we got I dropped one. Hold on, where's the comments? You better not trash talk. Share stream. Okay. We have not had I'm so sorry. It was 5 seconds. You guys are see? Okay. So oops. I know the screen dropped. I can see my screen. All right. So I got these. I showed them on X. These are great. Shout out Wiley Dave. He got these cool cases too because if you're buying like trying to get any old games like Super Nintendo or Nintendo 64, chances are you're going to get them and they're not going to come in any case at all because all those old cases cardboard kind of just like disintegrates and some people throw them out. So this is very cool. You can find these on eBay because I didn't know where they were from. But yes, I think someone like makes them. but it's very cool because, you get them and it comes with like the the game and the instruction booklet. Very cool. But I actually, speaking of that, I did order my Retro Tink finally. So I will be actually playing with the Super Nintendo very soon. So retro streams will be coming momentarily. I'm still getting getting everything up, like my collection up, because unfortunately when my mom did end up giving away like our Super Nintendo, and yeah, kind of stinks, but I'm more sad about my super, or I'm sorry, my Nintendo 64. Cuz my brother is one of those, like, I feel like everybody has like an older brother or a cousin that can just fix old retro things. That was my brother, or is. He could still do that. But my mom, like, if something broke, she would just like get rid of it. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you could have fixed it. What are you doing?" So, yeah. But shout out to Ian for sending me the Super Nintendo. I have these games. Hook, which is probably going to be the first game that I play for retro, because I have been waiting a year to play that one. And then I also have Street Fighter. So there's a few more I want to get. I want to get the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers game, because I remember I just freaking loved that one. That one was so much fun as a kid. And oops, same with Lion King and the Aladdin game. So for sure. Uh, okay. Sorry, we got into a whole retro thing. You mean movies? I have those same 3 games in the same 3 cases. Really? Aren't they cool? These are so nice. They keep them protected too. My Hook, I don't have it for Hook, unfortunately. I mean, not unfortunately. I like the old school Hook case that I have. Okay, let's get back on topic here. Said the wrong thing. Now I'm all mixed up because I got up. I never get up. Did you guys see that the Superman pre-sales crashed the Fandango site? Um, yeah. So the demand has been so high that Fandango's site momentarily crashed. One look at the seating charts at various different theatrical locations, and you notice not many seats, if any, being made available on opening night. I mean, people are excited for it. I'm gonna go to the theaters to see this, but I don't think I'm gonna see it on opening night. It comes out. When does it come out again? It's day is July 11th. Okay, so in a month. I don't know. I know people, 'cause, like, not that many people I know that are like excited for it, but I do know a lot of people that are gonna go see it to review it, like me. I feel like if I am gonna like this movie, it's gonna be. I'm sure there's gonna be parts about it I like. I like Rachel Brosnahan. I think I've said this like a bunch of times, but I do think that she'll be a good Lois Lane if the writing's there. But is the writing gonna be there? We don't know. But do you guys believe that the site actually crashed though? That's my question. Mm. You'll see it on Thursday. Oh, that Thursday, like after Mongoose doesn't believe it. You guys don't believe that the site actually crashed. I'm curious. Hold on. I'm gonna look and see if like my local theater has it, because I'm just curious. What's up, Corey? What do I think will be better, Superman or Fantastic Four? Probably Superman, because they're doing too much weird stuff with Fantastic Four. Not saying that they're not doing weird stuff with Superman, but I think Fantastic Four is gonna be just really not good. Trying to see, where is it? Here. Oh, maybe the tickets aren't even available at this place yet. Let's see. Nope, I don't see anything yet for this place. Because this like it's like a smaller one, and it doesn't do like through Fandango, so I'm not even seeing Superman here. Hold on. Ballerina. Oh yeah, I didn't see the How to Train Your Dragon. Yep, nope, it's not on here yet. So maybe I will if I want to go see it like when it drops, maybe I will be able to at the little theater. Superman should be better. He's not played by Pedro. Good, yeah, good point. Good point. All right, what else do we have here? Oh, this was interesting. Hold on. I found this interesting. So, Disney and Universal are suing AI company Midjourney for alleged copyright infringement. They say Midjourney is a bottomless pit of plagiarism. Piracy is piracy. So, what I find uh weird about this, not weird, but like what I'm curious about is why just Midjourney? You know, like if they're going for AI companies, why not, Chat GPT? Like there's a lot. Those are the only two I can think of right now. Like I'm just surprised. I guess Midjourney is the biggest one. I think that after the whole like Fortnite thing with Vader, they just like were like, you know what? Even though I mean, yeah, why not Grok? Exactly. They probably don't want to mess with Elon because he's got money to fight back. Maybe I don't know. But that's my point with that. Like, I guess I can understand why they're trying to go for it. I do get what they're saying. Me personally, I just look at AI as like a tool. But some people do use it for really bad things. So I guess I could see that, like where they take other, you know, they take Star Wars stuff and copyright things, and just do bad things with it. Uh, to make a point using a smaller company. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe nah, ChatGPT is probably the bigger one, huh? But I feel like there's so many. I guess Midjourney is, smaller than ChatGPT. I would say that Midjourney is probably bigger than Grok, but again, they go against Grok. That's Elon, and they probably don't want to do that. Um, Hertz, I don't know if I want to see that. Cajun Corey for 5. Thank you, Corey. Here. But yeah, that was just like a little story. I I guess they're just going after Midjourney. Hey Wicked, if you watch the Apple Store get robbed, would that make you an eyewitness? Oh my gosh, Corey, you say sorry to Americans. uh, my goodness. Well, thank you for the 5, Corey. Market Reality for 5. I really hope that Superman is good. I need DC to be a good franchise. It was a big, important part of my childhood. I hope so too. I have quite a few friends that are big Superman fans, and they're not hyped or excited for this. So I don't know. I would like for it to be good. We'll see. I'll give you guys my honest review. Like with Ballerina, I enjoyed it. I think the consensus was that like, if you enjoy John Wick movies, you'll enjoy this. It wasn't a bad addition. I actually just finished the Continental show, and I didn't hate that. I'm curious of what people actually disliked about that show because I didn't dislike it. I liked Ballerina more than the Continental, but I didn't hate that. I thought it was an okay addition as well. Just I think the John Wick stuff is just fun. As long as they don't go too if they keep it like the story, like because it's a silly story for a lot of reasons. Like everyone in New York is an assassin. Um, that's just one thing to point out about it. But I do get like they want Keanu in him, but he's getting up there in age and he's got some injuries, so he's not going to be able to do the John Wick stuff forever. So I understand that they want to keep the story going and keep that world going. So they're trying. So I'm giving them props for that. I hope the next. I think weren't they saying is there going to be a John Wick 5? I don't know. Uh, it's on Peacock. Hokies. All of the um John Wick stuff is on Peacock. So if you didn't see Ballerina, which I'm kind of sad that it didn't do that well because it wasn't a bad movie. I think the current state of Hollywood and the way that they write female characters is keeping people from going to see this. And I think that's a shame because it was a good time. I really enjoyed it. Yes, that's what I was just talking about, the Continental show. That's also on Peacock. But yeah, I liked that. It was good. I liked Ballerina more than that one, but it wasn't it was fun, and I actually liked that each episode was like an hour and a half. It was like a little movie for each episode. So, I was entertained. They will keep making Wick movies until they stop making money. Yeah. Yeah. So, my thing is that like they're doing that with Fast and the Furious. I stopped watching after like 4 or 5, maybe. It was the Never Ending Runway one, and I may have even missed a couple like in between. I know I've seen 1, 2, and 3. The first 2 were good. I actually didn't mind Tokyo Drift either. That was, they decided to take it a different direction. Didn't mind that. And then like I think 4 and 5, and then I stopped watching. So I was just like, So I can say, at least in my opinion, the John Wick stuff they're doing is better than the Fast and the Furious, in my opinion. I think the release was poorly timed right in graduation, wedding, and vacation season. Yeah, that's a fair point. Uh, no, so there's 4 John Wick movies, and then there's the Continental TV show and Ballerina, but I guess they're working on number 5 of John Wick right now. Seen 0? Yeah, John Wick 1 through 4, Ballerina, and then the Continental show, which if you guys wanna watch it, it's on Peacock. Okay, let's see. What do I want to Oh, yeah, hold on a second. We were talking about Fast and the Furious. Or not Fast and the Furious. See, well, we were talking about Fast and the Furious. See my brain, there it goes. We were talking about Fantastic Four. So Fantastic Four is inspired by Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy. I saw that and I was like, "No, I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna be anywhere near as good." Uh, but you guys know how I feel about that Spider-Man. John Wick, the high school years, maybe Stephen John, maybe. But Culture Crave actually elaborated a bit more. Oh wait, is it in this article? Oh, okay, I'm just gonna do the tweet. So, met with the head of special effects from those films, embraced the comics like Raimi did with Spider-Man, studied camera movements from the 50s and 60s. There's a reason this IP has been popular for 60 years. Let's embrace it. Let's not run from it. Let's challenge our screenwriters to tell the coolest Galactus story. So, my thing with this, they're saying they embrace the comics like Raimi did with Spider-Man, but all this stuff that's coming out about Fast and the Furious, like they're making, Sue Storm the main. So I'll be real that I don't really know the comics. So, but the way people are talking about it that do know the comics, it seems like that's not really how it was in the comics. And they're making aren't they making Johnny Storm like bi or something? Which, you know, I don't I don't feel like that would be comic accurate, especially if they're portraying I don't know if that's true though. There was something that was, you know, said about that. Like I forgot what the exact words are. Someone in the chat might remember. I watched so much um stuff on like the Fantastic Four and all that it all just kind of goes together. Um but yeah, if they do that, that's not it doesn't feel accurate unless he's like that in the comics. But if this takes place in the 50s and 60s, that wasn't really a thing. So that's where it gets me. I don't know. I'm not going to comment on it too much because I haven't read the comics. So, I don't know. Uh, what's up, Cole Hauser? Killing Johnny Cage in the first 2 minutes doomed the movie. Oh, for Mortal Kombat? He's not oh, that's what it was. He's not gonna be toxically masculine was what I heard, but wasn't he, like, kind of like a ladies' man? Or not? I mean, it maybe not in the comics. Again, I don't know, so I'm not gonna comment on it too much, but I saw this and I was like, I don't know. I guess I'll have to see and read some of the comics as well to be able to make a comparison. Johnny Storm was a hothead. That's what I thought. I thought I heard something about that, but again, I don't know for myself, so I can't comment on that. What's up, Adam? How are you? Yeah, see, Human Torch goes on a lot of dates and he likes fast cars and fast women. So, and that's in the comics, right? What's up, Lucifer the Doberman? He was a crazy skirt chaser. That's what I thought. Okay, so I'm not wrong with that. Okay, well, let's see if they embrace the comics like Raimi did with Spider-Man. I don't really want to go see this one in theaters, but I might just because, X-Ray and Disparu always have to suffer. I mean, they do it for F&T, so it's just like, they have it for Saucy as well. Um, I might. I know I'm gonna go see Superman, but I'm up in the air about Fantastic Four. What do we got here? Oh, you know what? Since we were on that topic, we'll play this little clip here because I don't think I'll get in trouble for this. I just won't put any sound on it. So, Fantastic Four and Superman, cool camera interaction techniques. It says, mm, oops. I mean, it's all right to see it in theaters to, see the full fight scene to get a good idea of if it's good or not. Uh, Chris Evans was a good Johnny Storm. I agree with that. What's up, Red Bandana Gaming? How are you? Apparently, Superman moonlights as a dentist. Marcus says, I'll watch Superman, but I don't have high hopes for it, and I'm definitely skipping Fantastic Four. I like the first movies with Jessica Alba, but anything after that is crap. Yeah, people really like Jessica Alba, Sue Storm. I wonder why. And this, okay, maybe somebody can what? No, I don't need the whole interview. Can like elaborate on this one for me. So Scarlett Johansson asked Marvel Studios to remove her executive producer credit from Thunderbolts because she wasn't involved. Why was she on there then? I don't understand that. Like, I don't know. Like, if she wasn't involved and she didn't ask to be put on, did they do it to just kind of like kiss her butt or like a whole different reason that I can't think of right now? Because I know she had problems with them. She sued them. So why would they just put her on for a producer credit? She's like, "Don't tag me." That's what I was saying. Maybe they were trolling. That's what I was getting at. Like, because she sued them. Probably a multi-movie deal. Yeah, I don't, but it's just like people just like aren't involved and they just get producer credits. Like, okay. Or to take advantage of her popularity. Yeah. Yeah. All valid points. Probably why. And it's funny that she was like, nah, get me off of that. Yeah, don't tag me. Yeah, exactly. Uh they like to have big names attached to movies as they see it as attracting viewers. Yeah. Pass the mantle. Yeah. I mean, that was a thing too, but it's like, I think it's funny that she was like, no, take me off that, please. Thank you. Oh yeah, could something to do with her character name. Yeah, but a producer credit for that? They could just do like an honorable mention or something, but they don't even show her face in it. Not that I remember. I think the only picture that like he had, the Guardian, the Red Guardian, he had a picture of them when they were kids, so that wasn't ScarJo. They didn't even show her in it. And Black Widow, she doesn't like own the rights to that, right? I mean, they did say Natasha, so hmm. I don't know. I was just curious. I saw that and I was like, "What?" So they just give producer credits for no reason now. Okay. Oh, you know what? I should have brought this up since we were talking about Fast and the Furious. I definitely should have segued into this. But Universal uh is working on a new roller coaster. New look at the Fast and the Furious Hollywood Drift roller coaster coming to Universal Studios in 2026. The ride vehicles are modeled after iconic cars from the films and can drift in 360-degree rotations. It will also be the fastest coaster of all Universal's theme parks at 72 miles per hour. How fast is the Velocicoaster? Hold on. I know I spelled it wrong, but it'll fix it. No, 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 no. Hit the wrong one. 7 oh, it's only 2 okay, it's very close. I was say the Velocicoaster is freaking fast. So that so it's only 2 more. Not too bad. So here's the look at it. Let's get a little zoom in. Oh, it's not gonna let me zoom in anymore, really? Yeah. This is gonna probably go over very well. I think people will like this a lot. I'll give it a try. I really do like the Velocicoaster, but I could do it like once. I can That's not one that I go on more than once, like during a visit, because I'd be like, whoo, brains all jumbled. My favorite ride at Universal is I like the Spider-Man ride. It's just fun. I have to go on Hagrid's again. I only went on it once because the line is always crazy, but they're actually offering express pass for that now. And I have one with my annual pass, so I'll go on Hagrid's more. I'm not a Harry Potter person, but the Hagrid's ride is fun. Okay. What else do we have here? Oh, that was the King of the Couch stuff. Okay. Let's talk about this one here. Rather go to a track, go ballistic in a Corvette. That'd be pretty fun. Okay, so Robert Eggers is set to write and direct a new Christmas Carol movie for Warner Brothers. William Dafoe is a top choice to play Ebenezer Scrooge. Oh, see, I sometimes when I see these, I bookmark them and I don't read them fully so that I can just talk about it on stream with you guys. I thought that he was set to play Ebenezer. I think he would do a good job. Um, but I don't. There's been so many different adaptations of A Christmas Carol. It's just like I don't think we need it. I would love this. I'm a big fan. I think William Dafoe would be a great Ebenezer Scrooge. Like I wouldn't not see it, but I just think there's so many different Christmas Carol movies. And it just says he's the top choice doesn't mean he's actually going to play Scrooge. So I didn't like the Jim Carrey one, the one they have next to it. It says it doesn't say if it's going to be live action or not either. I thought the Jim Carrey one was a little weird. That was definitely like my least favorite out of the Christmas Carol movies. Was Guy Ritchie the one that did the which one was that? That wasn't the one with Jim Carrey, was it? I'm a child. But no, that there's a reason. I used to watch it every Christmas Eve with my mom since I was like 4. That was I just love that one. As far as animation for A Christmas Carol, I would definitely agree that Scrooged is the best live action one. So I don't know. Like I don't know what they're doing here with this if it's gonna be live. I'm guessing live action if they're looking for William Dafoe to play Ebenezer Scrooge because he looks the part. Um, okay. Well, there's that news. Oh no, is it buffering for you guys? StreamYards. We had a good run so far. An hour and a half in. All right. Let's before StreamYards crashes out on me. It buffered, but it's back. Okay. All right. We'll at least get to one more topic here. I'm just gonna play through this because I don't know if the music will get me. So we'll just play through it a little bit. Yeah, it's StreamYards. I was like, nervous that it was gonna mess up on me today, but so far so good. All right. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Mel Brooks, Spaceballs 2. So far, I've seen people are pretty excited for it. I like Mel Brooks. His Young Frankenstein, I seen that live, Young Frankenstein, Mel Brooks. It was freaking hilarious. Wasn't Broadway, but it was like, the Buffalo version of Broadway. I loved this trolling here. And Oppenheimer. Bye, Karen. So what are your guys' thoughts on this one? You think it's gonna be crap? That's just classic Mel Brooks. I like Mel Brooks, so, you know, I guess we'll see. Spaceballs, the trailer. Yeah, that's how I feel, Americus. We'll wait and see. Two was bad. Mel made amazing movies. Shameless cash grab. Bugsy doesn't know yet. Young Frankenstein, all-time favorite movie. It's a good one. Mixed. Josh Gad is writing? Eesh. Okay. Hopefully Mel has more control. Can't do it without John Candy. Aw, yeah. We'll see. This would probably be something that I would see on stream. Like wait for it to hit streaming. But we can't see how people think because the comments are turned off. That's probably not the best sign, but Spaceballs the sweatshirt. Yeah, it's funny. All right, since StreamYard started messing up on me a bit, I don't want it to like kick me off before I get to tell you guys about what's going on this week and everything. Cole Hauser just became a member. Thank you so much. Hold on, what do we got here? Thank you. Oh yeah, Joan Rivers as well. Not sure if he'd be tempting cancellation in 2025. The original leaned into shameless cash grab. That's a pretty fair point, sir. All right. So before we end it here, I know I normally go for 2 hours, but I don't trust StreamYards right now. So there won't be a couple announcements. So I reminded Jay to post this on the History of Pirates socials. So hopefully he does. But History of Pirates, the Patches and Rum podcast is going to be moved to Tuesdays. Now, I know that it does go in with Tuesday night's main event a little bit. It's going to be at 8 p.m. bi-weekly, so every other Tuesday, because Fridays just kind of like people get busy and it's hard to get everyone together. And as far as like, I'll remind him again, Azar. I even made like a little like graphic and sent it to him, like post it. I'm like, I feel like I'm like the producer. I keep the boys in line. I'm not the producer. I'm just saying, like, I'm the manager. We'll say that. So, anyways, 8 p.m. Eastern. I know, like, I don't really watch. I don't know how long, like, the main event goes. So I know some people were like, "Oh, you're mixing in with that," but I mean, we got the same thing on Friday when we were doing it on Friday. People were like, "You're just going on during F&T," so it just happens. It's hard to find times where there's not other people streaming. So it's moving to Tuesdays, every other Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. The next one, so tomorrow there's going to be no Patches and Rum. It's going to be Tuesday. So that will be the next one. And Mark just became a member. Thank you so much, Mark. What happened? What you mean bum you out? What? Any, anyway, sorry. So yeah, Patches and Rum podcast is gonna be Tuesdays, and the next Tuesday coming up is when we'll have it again. And I will be at the King of the Couch event this Saturday. The pre-show will be on all of our YouTube channels and like Rumble and whatever. So look for that. That's the pregame. But then at 8 p.m. Eastern on Side Scrollers Plus, we will be doing the main event. And you know what? You know what, Eric? I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna lose. I think I just might actually win. We'll see. Uh this is honestly, you want to know something, guys? This is probably I'm probably gonna be Starscream in this clip, and Eric is gonna be Megatron because let's just be real.
Afraid, Starscream! These plants may be dangerous. Where is your courage, Megatron?
I'm just being real. Like even Blabs was like, Eric's gonna win. So me and Blabs are gonna be competing to probably not be in last place. I promise I'll do my best. I will try so hard to bring the crown home for you guys, but I mean, I'll bring Megatron. Yeah, I got Megatron. He'll have my back. But the I don't know why that clip makes me giggle so much. It does though. So I guess that was a good one. I was trying to find a good one because I needed a Megatron clip. There you go. So yes, this Saturday with all these lovely people who are gonna lose, um, 8 p.m. Eastern, Side Scrollers Plus. My mods will be for the pre-show, dropping the links and everything because we all get a code, to join Side Scrollers Plus. So if you want to see the main event, the pay-per-view, the wrestling pay-per-view event is what it's being marketed as, which I think is brilliant. That will be at 8 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. And again, Saucy, just for 1 week only. It's going to be a Saucy After Dark over on X-Ray Girls channel. And I'll make sure I keep reminding you guys. I'll post the link in my community tab. So yeah, look out for that. And then next week I'll be back, and Saucy will be, back on its regular time, regular channel, all that. So you guys, thank you so much. Sorry that StreamYard is being kind of funky today. I don't want to get cut off in the middle of the stream. So yeah, there won't be as many streams. I may do an impromptu stream. See you tomorrow at some point before the event Saturday, not gaming or anything, but just like a chill stream. We'll see. I got to see how the schedule works out. But if not, we will see you guys on Saturday. I think it's 6 p.m. Eastern is when the pre-show starts. Don't miss it. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be so much fun. You guys are awesome. You know what? Almost forgot. I'm going to send you guys somewhere. Usually I do that, right? The PC's working today. Oh, Kings is live. Go give King some love. We're trying to help him get his second channel up here. He's doing a pretty good job. Proud of him. He's even starting to post links on X. He's learning how to YouTube. Okay, where is he? King's Court. All right, there we go. Go say hi to Kings. And over on Kick, I'm gonna send you over to X-Ray. Let's see. Post X-Ray Girl. All right, guys, I'm out. I will see you on Saturday. Have a good night. Bye.